Hey guys, RC3 Art here, and these are my top 3 games that were left off the NES Classic. You know, this has to be probably one of the most interesting video series I've ever had to do. Especially since it's, you know, kind of technically my first video series when it comes to video games. But I wanted to go ahead and follow up on these top 3 games. One of them I don't understand. 2 of them I understand. There's a couple that I do understand why. Most of them are, you know, money issues, of course. I'm sure it costs more for a particular license than another. You know, things like that. There's one that really confused me that it's not on the system, and it really boggled my mind considering how popular it is. And that is Castlevania 3: Dracula's Curse. Castlevania 3: Dracula's Curse. Those who really know me know that Castlevania is like one of my favorite game series of all time. It's one of my favorites. I always love it. I love the atmosphere, the style of gameplay, and you know it has multiple different forms. And this is the classic form, the coming back to the classic with just a little bit of added on fun. You got extra characters you could play around with. You had new abilities. You were able to pick up some really cool items. The story was really neat, and it also was one of the first ones that had that kind of choose your own path ability. Now, yeah, with Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, which is one of my favorite Castlevanias, it allowed you to basically choose how you want to do and how to complete the quest, but path-wise, you got to run around. This one, you had your specific stages, and then you could go back and go around, find different characters, Alucard and Grant, and you just had a lot of fun with the abilities that you could do, and each character brought their own uniqueness to the table, and they were a lot of fun. It was a great game, and I really love Castlevania 3. It's definitely one of my more favorites of all the Castlevania series. I've never actually been able to beat it. I've done really poorly at it, but it just brings me back over and over again, much like many of my other classic NES games. This is one of my favorites to play. Really difficult to play on an emulator. If anyone has tried that, it is not easy, but a great game. I would recommend this for anyone who has not finished or played any of the Castlevanias. Alright, and now my number 2 game, which is actually a sequel to one of my games that was in my top 3 just because I liked it so much. It was very popular, so it surprised me that it wasn't on there. Other than, licensing, it goes. It's how it goes. Money things. So, number 2 will be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Now I remember playing this actually in the arcade, and man, I loved it. It's such a great game. You have your choice of the 4 turtles. It's multiplayer. You could play with your friends. I remember dropping so many tokens at our local Chuck E. Cheese to play this game over and over with my cousins. We would fill up the game, and all four of us would play and try and make it through. And of course, none of us ever really made it. We'd spend pretty much all our tokens there to play that game, and it is one of my dream arcade games to eventually own one of those. But always just a dream. And so this was the next best thing that you could get, a port down to the Nintendo. Yeah, it was different than the first one. Most people like this one a lot better. I personally am tied. I don't really rank one better than the other one. Style-wise, this one is definitely a different style, and the style of this is a lot of fun. And I love the multiplayer aspect. Don't get me wrong, I love being able to toss in a second NES controller and playing with my friends and just trying my best to go through as far as possible in the game. And number 3 was actually a pretty fun game too, even though it was really similar, different bosses and things. But great game. I can't go over it, but man, just loved this game so much as a kid, and it was such a surprise to not see it on the new console. I guess my best guess would be licensing. You've got multiple movies and things out now, and it probably is a lot harder to get the license for something like this. Why is it that Shredder always hijacked the movie, the TV screen every time? Ugh. And I love this game because it just had so much cool stuff with the background. You could fall into manholes, you could hit things, knock things around. It was a blast. It's a blast of a game, and you need to play this if you have not played it. It is great, and if you're a Turtles fan, it would surprise me if you've never played this game. It's a great time. Alright, and third but not least, one of my favorite games on NES console. Very, very tough game, but if you learn how to play it really well, you can get pretty far. So, and that game is suspense. Batman. Oh man, Batman. One of the most iconic superheroes of all time. He's Batman. I understand, yeah. There was probably no way they were going to get it on the console, not with the rights to it. They probably haven't had rights. It's Sunsoft. They probably haven't had rights to put Batman on things like that in forever. But it's just such a classic game. It was so well done. I know a lot of people had their debates about it because it was hard, but it to me it felt like it fit the Batman style. You had to think before you jumped. You had to think before you went around. It wasn't just a classic beat 'em up. You had to think on your feet. You had to fight really tough bad guys, some really tough bosses. Great game. So the action sequences are great. There's not a whole lot I can debate about on this game. It was a lot of fun. There's all kinds of stuff. There's traps everywhere. You can fall into everything. It's just a ridiculous amount of it is not an easy game. There's spikes on walls, random bad guys, some of which you'd never see in the Batman universe, at least not that I've noticed, but still neat. And such a great game. Not easy, but great game. You had all the utilities, and you had the ability to jump off walls. You had all kinds of fun things you could do. I can't really praise this game enough. It's just such a blast to play, and It is yet again one of the games on my many list of games I need to finish and beat. Gotten further, but just not there. So I want to thank everybody again for coming over to my channel. I'm having a pretty good time doing this. It's been a blast so far. I'm going to try and continue to do this as long as Michael B continues to do it. But thanks again for watching. Thanks Michael B again. Hopefully we can continue on doing this. These are my first real videos trying to film a lot like this. Most of the time I'm just kind of having fun with my videos, showing off my art as I do things like that for anybody who's following me. But I'm going to continue to do this. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing retro video games, and Nintendo's like one of my favorite consoles of all time. I want to continue to converse with the community. If anybody wants to comment on my videos, that'd be great. Whatever you want to do, I try and comment back as fast as I can, because I really enjoy joining communities. I really enjoy that. So thanks again Michael B, and let's keep going with it. RC3 Yard out.